What's up, guys? This is Trainings Productions here. Welcome back to another fantastic episode I have you guys in store today. Now, we're flying on my first American Airlines flight, operated under American Eagle by Envoy Airlines. Well, it depends what part of the country you're from, because it's pronounced Envoy and Envoy, and you know, we say Envoy though. Anyways, this will be my first flight ever from Tulsa, Oklahoma, going into Dallas-Fort Worth. We're on a Embraer 175 LR. We are on November 265, November. We just departed gate Alpha 5, heading for runway 18 left, as there's your information on the screen that you just saw. So this is my first flight on American Airlines, and it's only a 40-minute journey down from Tulsa to Dallas. We did have a delay before we took off due to excessive traffic in Dallas. And the way it works is that at major hubs, if they have too many aircraft that come in at the same time, it causes a bunch of chaos, and then no more aircraft will be able to land. So they'll keep us at our current station or wherever we're at the moment until they're ready for us. And so you'll see what that process is like in a minute, and I'll explain more details in depth about it as well. There's a whole bunch of people around me who were huge aviation enthusiasts. There's a guy in front of me. This was his first flight ever, and so I was kind of talking to him, explaining how everything works, and just having a casual conversation. So you'll hear me towards the end of the video talking to new co-workers, or well, not co-workers, but you know, there's some people in partnership with that are flight simulator technicians, or they're going for extra training like I am. That's why I'm on this flight. I'm going down for training for my new job here at Piedmont Airlines, and I'm just really stoked about it. As you can see on the ground, there's some snow. It did snow in Oklahoma about a week and a half ago. We got about 7 inches of snow and ice, and man, it was just extremely disastrous. And luckily we got that all underway here. And that little building you see right across, that is our air traffic control tower, because we only have 3 runway strips total, and they're all pretty significantly close together. There's no need for excessive stuff. As you can see, there's more snow piled. Now, the way Oklahoma handles their snowing procedures is not as much as you would expect it from other stations who are used to snow, because here in Oklahoma, they're not used to snow and ice at all. They're used to cold temperatures, but yeah, there's a lot of things going on. So we're stopping here on the side of the runway because, like I said, Dallas is keeping us on a hold, and you'll hear the captains explain the whole hold here in a minute. So I'll go ahead and let them explain everything here.
And folks from the flight deck, we currently have a delay time of 50 after the hour. It's currently 25 after, so about 25 minutes for flow into Dallas. So we're going to be shutting down the engines here, and if they release us any earlier, we'll be able to get out. But right at this moment, it looks like we're going to be about 25 minutes. So we'll keep you updated on that time into Dallas. Thank you.
So in a procedure like this, the reason why they are holding us again is because they have excessive traffic down at Dallas. Now, Dallas is one of American Airlines' major hubs. It's also headquarters to American Airlines and all of the American Airlines groups, which we are a part of. And so the process is, or basically the reason for that is, for excessive traffic, is there's too many aircraft that are coming within the vicinity or already in Dallas, and there's not much room to maneuver, so it makes landings very difficult. So therefore, they need to wait for some aircraft to be parked at the gate, or go to a parking area at least, or depart before they can allow aircrafts in. Otherwise, you have a lot of aircraft that are sitting on the ground at Dallas waiting for gates, and then the more aircraft you have come in, the more aircraft are going to pile up, and then the more aircraft are going to get stuck on the taxiways. Even though Dallas is a huge airport, major hubs like that is very easy to go ahead and get stuck on the taxiways for excessive traffic. So they'll hold us at our current locations, or our current stations, or airports, or hubs, whatever you want to call it, until they clear. So they'll let the pilots know when we are cleared to depart Tulsa. So when we left, they said we're going to have to hold. And believe it or not, it's actually very common, especially when you're traveling into a hub or to a major airport as well. So like I said, Dallas is a major airport. It's American Airlines main hub and headquarters itself. And so again, that's the reason for our delay. But after this United States Navy office plane lands, we will go ahead and in the next clip depart Tulsa. So now I'll let you guys enjoy the takeoff. One thing I want to point out is if you see that little red roof building just straight on, that's actually the Tulsa United States Air National Guard 128th Air Wing, or the Tulsa Air Force. That's right there. They have a couple of fighter jet aircraft that are there. They, like I said, they take off and land and just do all kinds of maneuvers all day, every day. And it's just really cool, especially if you live in Tulsa. It's very unique. Enjoy our blast off.
advantage being to either Red World Elite MasterCard is another great way to earn miles for everyday purchases and enjoy benefits, such as your first check bag free, preferred boarding, and no foreign transaction fees. Not an Aviator Card member? See a flight attendant and receive an exclusive offer when you apply in-flight today.
Alright, welcome back to the skies as we are on our Embraer 175 en route to Dallas-Fort Worth. I hope you enjoy the takeoff. As we're passing over McAlester, Oklahoma at about 20,000 feet at this time, as we're already leveled off and we're about to begin our descent. Like I said, this was only a 40 minutes flight, well 46 minutes to be exact, especially since we're already leveled off. In about 10 minutes we're going to begin our descent. So I was sitting in one of the economy seats. I forgot exactly what seat number, towards the back of the aircraft. So this is my seat. I have plenty of leg room, as you see. My backpack is underneath. The pouches in the front have plenty enough room. The tray tables are very nice and wide. Basically what I like about the Embraers is seats are a little bit wide. They're very cushioned, especially the older generation Embraer 175s, or the first gens as I like to call them, as this aircraft is only about 2 years old, but still the first generation of Embraer 175s, especially the new long-range upgrades. That's what the LR stands for, if you're an aviation enthusiast and you did not know what that means. You'll see other signs like LR, which means long range, ER, which means extra range, and then LL, I believe it's long life, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I know LR definitely means long range, and then ER means extra range. As you'll see a couple of those symbols on different variations of aircraft, like ERs, you'll see them on Boeing 737-900 series. You'll see them on 767s. You'll see them on some Boeing 757s. Definitely we'll see them on 777s, as well as LRs as well. And then on the regionals, like the Embraer 145s, you'll see XR, which is another term for extra range or extended range, because they can go a little bit longer during flight time beyond. So we're landing into Dallas-Fort Worth, and again, this is where I start meeting all my fellow passengers, and we start asking each other questions, and we just began interacting conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to what's going on here as we all begin to chat up. And that's the cool thing about American Airlines. You'll never know who's flying with you. Like one of the guys who was right next to me, he was actually one of the he was a flight simulator technician for Boeing in Ethiopia, and he was going over to Ethiopia to upgrade one of his 787-800 flight simulators for Ethiopia. And so the guy in front of me is actually one of the I forgot which airline he was working for. It was somebody in the Star Alliance, but he was going over to, I think, Scandinavia. First he was going to Boston, then he was going over to Scandinavia. He does something with marketing with the airlines, so which was actually pretty cool. And it was within the Star Alliance system. So our landing was actually really good. It was just a little bit choppy, but a very nice landing. And then you get a little tour of Dallas-Fort Worth as we begin to land here. And my view on Dallas was so far amazing. I definitely loved Dallas-Fort Worth. It was a really cool airport, and you'll see a little tour of it later on in this video, especially when we ride the SkyTrain. Me and a co-worker who flew down with me, because we were in the same training class for our new jobs. So without further ado, enjoy our landing to our first time here at Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah, where those bullets are, that's downtown.
Dallas like once. Most of the time I've landed in Texas and in Houston.
Yeah, that's the city of Dallas over there.
I think I've only been to the airport one time. I just picked somebody up when I was in Dallas.
Definitely a nice looking city.
Yeah, I've been all through Dallas. Dallas, Houston. Destin.
see San Antonio. I've been through Houston before. The airport's really nice.
Yeah. Did you go through Houston Hobby or the other one?
George Bush when I flew United.
Okay.
Hobby's another one I gotta visit.
Yeah. Hobby's small.
Basically crossing off these airports left and right. Just a little hobby. At least now I can collect another shot glass.
There's the D right there.
Exactly. Now where's that Cowboys stadium?
A lot of money tied up in
It's like one big city in the middle of nowhere.
there. I know. Kind of like Vegas. It's like, boing.
Yeah, right? Vegas is a nice place.
It's like they got lost or something. Let's just build a city here.
Right. Exclude everybody and everything away. So now no one can touch your money.
Taking in the approach. All clear.
Oh, no way, they got a light red.
Still got a turn, doesn't it? In line now? Oh, I guess so.
I think we're straight on. Yep. Full brakes.
Don't they gotta replace the brake pads every time?
What's that?
Don't they redo the brakes every time?
No, not every time. It's like once every 100 landings, they'll rotate and change everything. So these wheels and the brakes are extremely strong.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dallas.
Thank you.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt sign has been
My
turned off.
grandparents moved to Washington State.
After the fasten seatbelt
We
sign
flew
has
every
been
summer
turned
to go
off,
see 'em.
please
Oh,
check
okay.
seat back pockets and overhead compartments for any items you may have placed there. Be careful when opening overhead compartments as items may have shifted during flight and could possibly fall out.
Thank you.
Please sit down clear of all personal items before you leave the aircraft. Make sure you do have all of your personal items with you. You may now use your cell phones. All other electronic devices must remain off until we arrive at the gate. If you are making connections today, you can visit AA.com from your cell phone or check the monitors located throughout the terminals. American Airlines, American Eagle, and one of the partners would like to thank you for flying with us today. Have a nice day.
You too.
This has to be the longest runway I've ever been on. I don't think I've ever taken this long to get there.
I think we arrived on like the farthest runway and we had to go around. I'm not sure. So maybe they changed our gate. I'm not sure.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah. I've been to Hawaii once, but I didn't go over there. I didn't get a chance. We were doing a cruise around Hawaii.
So my first thoughts about arriving at Dallas-Fort Worth International was the airport was a bit confusing, I gotta say. So I had no idea where I was going. The signs did help, but this airport was just huge. That's all I can say. This airport was just extremely huge. Even just the terminal I was in, which was the B concourse or the B terminal. And so I didn't get to take the little train this time, but I did take the train when I came out. So there's a hotel I'll be staying at, which is called the Hyatt Regency. And I was with my other coworker who I flew in with as we were going to the hotel to go get our stuff ready for tomorrow to go for training and doing all the other stuff with it as well. And then this next clip here, you'll see exactly what my view was from my hotel balcony. And I must tell you guys, I've never been to a place like this. Now this is what I call paradise right here.
This is my view. Smells like an airport.
I brought my camera too so I can do some plane spotting. It looks like there's a British Airways 789 over there. Taxi. Got the Skylink that's right there too. Do some airplane photography. You can spot some Maxes. I know over there is the maintenance. I think we came from that terminal over there. Skylink's just working their butts off, but this is freaking amazing. I don't think I've ever seen an airport like this. It's extremely unique. There's my grand pool down below. I'm so excited.
And so I decided tonight was just too young to not do anything, so I found out that there's the Dallas DART, or the Dallas Area Regional Transit, was in the airport itself, so I took a little shuttle over for free and jumped on the, I'm just about to call it the light rail, because this is what it is to be, it's a light rail. And so I took the light rail a couple stops over just to grab a bite at one of my favorite restaurants called Benihana's, and I gotta say the light rail was definitely pretty cool. To get there, I had to go 2 stops, and then when I arrived at the stop, I was kind of in the middle of nowhere, or I could hear coyotes just yipping all the way across the field, and then I was in a little sketchy apartment neighborhood, but was able to navigate my way through, and then found Benihana's, where I spent $100 on, and we went ahead and grabbed a meal. Well, it was just me, my coworker, she was too hungry, so she didn't want to wait at all, which was fine, and yeah, the view was just spectacular. It was a beautiful night, beautiful sunset as well, and I'd like to let you guys enjoy the view as we ride the Dallas DART.
Now what's really cool is here around, I think I'm in Irvington, or at least Fort Worth area, is that some of these apartments are right across the light rail tracks. See, we're going to the light rail station right here. We came from Benihana's, and we're going to catch a train back to the airport, because that's where my hotel is. So we're going to go there, enjoy a nice another ride, and we'll make our way over to our training center tomorrow morning. I'll give you a grand view of what our hotel looks like as well. And we're at the Hyatt Regency. It's a very nice hotel. I would give it a 5-star amenity. Yeah, maybe we could go rail fanning here for a little bit, see what trains we can catch. Let's find out. Here's the little station we're at. We're crossing the tracks. See the little apartment homes. Now that's paradise. And you get the planes over there too. There's a nice little station too.
So we went back to the hotel and spent a couple nights of training, and then on our last night together, my class and I, we decided to go to downtown Dallas. You can see there's a few of my classmates, and just explore the city as a class together, and go out to the bar, have a few drinks, and just have some fun. And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, this is downtown.
With everybody there.
Whoa! Who put that?
The same fucking thing.
Who the fuck put that there? God damn it!
Goddamn. You know. That's all you get. Fuck.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. How you doing, sir?
What happened?
Yes, I did. I'm expecting it.
Away from this. You don't see this every day.
I know. It's cool as shit.
It's cool as I'm up in here. What up, yo?
Your ass going on YouTube drunk as shit like I am.
I ain't drunk yet, though.
After exploring downtown Dallas and Fort Worth with my amazing classmates and passing the class as valedictorian, it was time to go home. We already scheduled our flights and our flight benefits finally activated as we proceeded down to our terminal here at Dallas Fort Worth. That little tower that you just saw was called a VRR waypoint, Victor Oscar Romeo, and that is used for pilots who are flying right over. Real fast, before I continue, I wanted to note that there is a 7-Eleven within the terminal, which I thought that was pretty funny, as that was the first time seeing a 7-Eleven inside the airport. So right now, I promised that we would ride the SkyTrain, so we pretty much rode all over the airport, trying to find where our next flight was. And so, since we had about 5 hours or something like that, we decided to ride around a couple times, and then we went to the employee store where I got some brand new merchandise. So with all the different kinds of fleet here for American Airlines and American Eagle, I wish you guys the best and enjoy this section. This section is one of my favorite sections because of all the equipment and the tools that you see here on the ramp, which is what these guys are doing. Anybody who's driving tugs, you can see, or doing catering, pushback, marshalling, you'll pretty much see it all in this one video.
Rail to Dallas. Make sure you have all of your belongings. Watch your step as you exit the train.
We're gonna have to go around the whole. Around the wrong way. That's to support breast cancer. So some of their aircrafts and the their equipment are like different colors. So, like blue right here, that means freight. The red is
Next stop
priority.
serves gates B20 through B49 and rail to Fort Worth.
Yeah, we work these. These are what we work too. Yep. That's the biggest we'll work. I hope. These are the regionals. These are what we were just trained on. That's 900. There's some 175s.
Yeah, they're small compared to those.
They're pretty big when you go up to them.
Yeah, good. Compared to those.
Yeah.
Like, these are small.
Please hold on as we are approaching gates B20 through B49 and rail to Fort Worth. Make sure you have all of your belongings and watch your step as you exit the train.
See that pushback down there? That's electro.
Exit here for gate. Please hold on. This train is departing. The next stop serves gates E16 through E38.
They're shorter.
Please hold on. We are approaching gates E16 through E38. Make sure you have all of your belongings and watch your step as you exit. Exit here for gates E. Please hold on. We are approaching gates E1 through E15. Make sure you have all of your belongings and watch your step as you exit.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, for those passengers traveling on 1048 with service to Paris, there are checkpoints that every passenger must fill out. They are available to your passenger podium if you do not have all.
Hola, diga English, español.
to welcome you aboard American Airlines Flight 1446 with service to Tulsa. Your flight crew for this flight is Captain John Pagodas and First Officer is Rich Walters. Our flying time from Dallas-Fort Worth to Tulsa is going to be 40 minutes at an altitude of 25,000 feet, and the current weather conditions in Tulsa are partly cloudy to cloudy, and the temperature there right now is 48 degrees. Your safety is important to us, so please take a moment to direct your attention to the flight attendants in the aisles for the following safety information regarding our Boeing 737 aircraft. Your attention, please.
Oxygen is flowing even if the bag is not inflated. Life vests are located under, next to, or between your seat. For help locating them, see your safety card. To remove the vest, pull the tab or compartment handle to break the seal. If equipped with an elastic harness, remove the harness before opening the pouch. Take the vest out as shown on the safety card and put it over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and pull tight. Once outside, pull the tab to inflate your vest or blow into the red tube. In the water, a light on your vest will automatically illuminate. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a crew member. See your safety card for more details on how to use it. We will be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff. Individual reading light controls are at each seat. It's our honor to care for you on your journey. If you have any questions, please refer to your safety card or ask any of the crew members as they do their final cabin check. And as always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your time with us more enjoyable.
Thanks for watching our safety demonstration. We have additional safety measures that we've implemented due to COVID-19, and we appreciate your attention for just a few more moments. In the event that oxygen masks drop from an overhead compartment, remove any face covering prior to placing the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth. Due to the federal mask mandate that is now in place as part of our clean commitment to fight the COVID-19 virus, we require all customers to wear a face covering over your nose and mouth and secured under your chin or neck during the entire flight. You may briefly lift or lower your face covering while eating or drinking. In an effort to avoid disturbing you if you choose to sleep, we ask that you keep your face covering on. If you are unwilling or unable to follow this safety requirement, you may face criminal or civil penalties, and you may not be allowed to fly with us in the future. We're coming through the aisles now for our final safety and face covering checks. Now more than ever, we appreciate you choosing American. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. And at this time, if you have not done so, please make sure that all of your phones are in airplane mode and that your larger airplane mode. Thank you.
I want to point out this particular clip real fast. That looks like lightning, but that's actually not. That's actually a transformer from a power grid actually short-circuiting or exploding. I believe Dallas had a tornado over there due to the massive winds we had over here at the Fort Worth airport. And so therefore I think a tornado formed over there. I'm not exactly sure, but there's no tornado warnings issued. Maybe that lightning strike earlier definitely hit one of the grid systems earlier, and that was a cause of the result. Which does happen quite often, especially in electrical storms like this. Crazy lightning, huh? as I've said before, this had to be the worst storm that I've ever flown in my entire life, especially with lightning. Actually, this may have been the first that I've been involved with lightning. I could at least say for myself that I believe we were struck twice. A passenger reported that she saw lightning strike the winglet on the captain's side or the left side, as I was on the right side or the first officer side, and I believe we were struck by the tail. I talked to one of the flight crew, and they were definitely assured that we were at least hit a good few times, definitely twice, according to the flight crew at least. But these aircraft are made to withstand lightning, so if you're ever caught in one of these storms and you're scared of flying, don't worry about it. These aircraft, again, are made to withstand lightning on the ground as well as within the air, due to their metal and aluminum skins that support the aircraft, and pretty much what the aircraft is made out of, is they're very good lightning conductors as well as lightning repellent. So therefore, lightning is able to go through the aircraft without you hearing or feeling lightning at all, or the effects of it. Sometimes you'll hear it. It depends on the type of lightning, but most of the lightning we've encountered on this trip was negatively charged. Basically, there's a difference between positive and negatively charged lightning. For example, a few of the flashes that were a single stroke of lightning was positive. That will kill you. Most of the lightning that hit our aircraft or was surrounding us was actually negatively charged. Once in a while you'll see a positive charge, and when I did my slowdowns of the lightning, you can definitely tell a single stroke from a multi-stroke. A multi-stroke means the lightning flickers multiple times on this as the same form, which means it's negative. Basically, the difference is if you're hit with a negative charge of lightning, it will injure you, but you will survive from it. Usually, you can walk off, no problem. You may suffer through some minor to almost major injuries with burns, scars, and a couple other things as well. With the positive charge, if you are grounded, especially, you will most likely not survive because it carries so much voltage within a lightning bolt and so much amps within a single stroke. You carry up to 100,000 amps of electricity, and yeah, even a couple amps can easily kill you. So imagine 100,000 amps. You'll fry like a bug, especially if you're wearing steel toes on the ramp environment. So, but luckily, lightning is very safe while you are in the aircraft. It's actually a really cool light show, as you guys saw, but I thought that would be interesting for you guys to see, and definitely take a look at as a first for me. And again, this is the worst storm I've ever flown through. Those of you who remember me going on Air Canada back in 2017, or at least that summer portion, we went to Alaska. We departed on a A319 from Toronto to Vancouver during a major thunderstorm and a tornado warning. But I believe a tornado did form in Dallas. I didn't see any reports of a warning or any sightings, but with those power flashes, either they got hit by lightning and I didn't see it, or maybe there something else we were looking at as well, or maybe there was in fact a tornado. But I cannot say for myself. I can only say based on the evidence that I saw during these recordings, and I didn't even notice until editing this video actually. So that being due, enjoy Tulsa's landing. And yes, this is Tulsa. That highway you see just above the screen, that's Route 169. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video on my first trip on American Airlines, as well as my first trip through a severe thunderstorm with the possible tornado. A very exciting trip, and I'm glad I got to finally pass training for now Piedmont Airlines as a proud member. Until next time, this is Strengths Productions.